All right, today we're looking at fractional unit rates, and we started off with reviewing in a book at how to reduce fractions. So we're going to take a few notes on that and then merge that into what we're doing today because they go together. So reducing, that is just another word for simplifying. So simplify, lowest terms, all those just mean you're getting it down as simple that it goes. It can't be simplified anymore. Can't get divided by any number. So get the fraction to its lowest terms if both fraction numbers are even. Divide both numbers by 2. For example, if I have 6/18, both of them are even numbers, so I can divide by 2, and that gets simplified down to 3/9. Now, 3 and 9 are not even. I can't use 2 anymore, but is there a number that goes into both 3 and 9? 3. So then I can simplify again, but this time by 3. So now I have 1/3. Nothing goes into both 1 and 3. So that is 6/18 in the lowest term. So if both are not even, find a number that goes, find a number that does go into both. For example, 7/21. Those are not even numbers, but I see they're both multiples of 7, so I can divide both by 7, and I end up with 1/3. No, your answer will not always be 1/3, because I know some of you are looking at both of these ended up being 1/3. That was just a coincidence. But you're trying to get it as small as it can go. Sometimes you'll see that you can simplify it 3 or 4 times before it's all the way down. Also, I'll wait on that next part. I'll show you guys in a minute. All right, any questions on that part, the reducing? Okay.
We need to write the last.
Okay, write it. What? All right, so how that ties into what we're adding to it today, fractional unit rate. Nothing new, it's the same process as regular unit rate, but uses fractions in your table. All right, I need you guys to copy just one word problem. It is only 2 sentences. I think you can handle that. And then the rest is on our practice, what we're doing today. So I need you to write down, it took Melanie 1/3 of an hour to ride her bike 2 3/4 of a mile. How many miles per hour can she ride her bike? Okay, so you're going to set it up the same way we did in Unit 2. So we've got miles and we have hours. And they told us that it took her 1/3 of an hour to ride 2 3/4 miles. How many miles per hour? So again, what side is going to get the 1? It says per hour, so that means 1 hour, so the hour gets the 1. All right, so now we've got to do the same process we did in Unit 2, but instead of a whole number, we have a fraction. So how do I get from any number to 1? Divide it by itself. So divided by 1/3. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Divide by 1/3. All right. So we have 2 3/4 divided by 1/3. So I got to turn this mixed number into a what? Improper. So 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11. So we have 11/4 divided by 1/3. So now I'm going to do keep, change, flip. So I have 11/4 times 3/1, which is 33/4. And then I need to divide up. So 4 goes into 33 8 times with how many left over? 1. And then your denominator stays the same. Did we use a calculator for that? No. So you guys know how to do this without a calculator. Again, this standard is no calculator because this will be on the inactive part of the EOG. All right, so your practice today, you're going to have 12 questions. We're going to do 2 together. Everyone good with this page?
No. No.
All right, if you're not done, just skip it and we'll go back to it. All right, so go ahead and put your title on page 60, which is Using Rates, Versatiles. All right, so number one, it says the Fitzpatrick family drives 432 miles in 3 days. What is the average number of miles they drive per day? All right, this one is no fractions, so this is an easy one to start with. All right, so we've got miles and days, so I'm gonna put M and D. So again, 432 miles in 3 days. They want to know per day. So what side is the one going to go on?
The 3 days.
On the day side, yes. All right, so how do I go from 3 to 1? Divide by 3 on both sides. So I'm going to do 432 divided by 3, which 3 goes in a 4 one time. It leaves 13, which is a 4, which is 12. Then we got another 12, and it zeroes out. So how many miles can they go in one day? 144. And then that is letter F. All right, number 2, because I want you to have an example of one with the fraction also. All right, number 2, Marianne hikes 1/3 miles in 2/5 of an hour. How many miles per hour is this? All right, so we've got miles and we have hours. So 1 3/5 miles in 2/5 of an hour per hour. So that's going to be our 1. So what are we going to divide by? What are we going to divide by? 2/5. So we have 1 3/5 divided by 2/5. So we gotta change that first. So that's gonna be 5, 6, 7, 8/5 divided by 2/5. So then we're gonna do keep, change, flip. So we have 8/5 times 5 seconds or 5 halves. So we have 40 over 10. Divide up, 10 goes into 40. 4 times. So how many miles per hour? 4 miles per hour. And that is letter D. All right, so you've got page 60 and 61 to work these 12 out. I think I was able to get 6 on one side, 6 on the other, and then your cool downs are going to go on 62 when I pass those back to you. All right, so your cool downs, let's see what time, 2:53. Okay, your cool downs, you need to start, I would say at 3:20. That'll give you 7 minutes for your cool downs. So you need to get as much done on your versatile as possible so that you can still get your cool downs done. All right, any questions on this right here? Again, same thing we've been doing, other than it just has fractions in it. We good? All right.